Good morning and welcome to the 68th graduation ceremony at Moyne College. I'm RJ Raposa. I'm the Associate Director of Career Advising here at Moyne College.
And I'm Kenny Copps, the Moyne College class of 2011, work in the facilities department as the college painter. My graduating class back in 2011 was the first one to have it outdoors right here on campus, and it was a lot warmer, about 30 degrees warmer, and a lot sunnier than it is today. As you can see, the rain pouring down behind us. Around us, we've got the umbrella overhead, keeping it out the best we can. It's not a bad day temperature-wise in the low 60s, but a little wet. Hopefully, this is going to clear up. The radar shows this is just a passing shower, so we hope that by the time the ceremony starts, we'll be dry and ready to go.
If you trust that Doppler radar, it says we're on the edge. This is Syracuse, folks. We're going to have weather no matter when you do something. So we're going to start out today. There's an amazing student speaker who is going to be giving an address here today. And there's a little package that they put together where she talks a little bit about her experience here at Moyne and her plans for the future. So let's go to that now.
If I could describe my experience here at Moyne, I think I would just say it's been incredible. From the people I've met, the places I've been able to see and go, the opportunities and doors that it's opened for me, letting me be the commencement speaker. There aren't words to express how grateful I am for everything that Moyne has done for me. I'll always be indebted to Moyne. I was extremely excited to learn that I was the commencement speaker for the class of 2018. All the people that have reached out since the emails have gone out is really exciting as well. Old teammates and classmates and professors that have emailed me how excited they are and congratulating me. It's really cool to see the community here that has been built around me and how it's become a home here at Moyne. It's been very, very humbling. The thing I'll miss most about Moyne is definitely the people here. Everybody has such a warm and welcoming smile, or anything you need, there's always someone to go see that's willing to lend a hand, and if they can't point you in the right direction, they'll find someone who can. Everybody's just always willing to try to help you be as successful as possible. Moyne has helped me grow in so many ways. I came here for athletics, but I had no idea all the things it would continue to open me up to. The business program is one of a kind, and I'm really grateful for those things. Three of the things that I'm most proud of leaving Moyne will be the softball program. It's really been built up since I stepped on to the Heights freshman year. We've gone to 2 regional playoffs. Just the strength and the name that we've kind of made throughout the NE10. Another thing that I'm proud of accomplishing at Moyne is I took advantage of a study abroad program over a summer in Barcelona, and it really opened up my eyes to the whole world. I had never even had a passport, and now leaving Moyne, I have so many stamps. I've been to Italy, China, Barcelona. All 3 places have been through programs at Moyne. And the third thing, probably just the other programs that I've been able to immerse myself in here. 2 of my teammates and I took advantage of a winter service trip, and we went and stayed with 4 nuns in a convent in the Bronx for a week and to do a community service project. And we went into schools where children would come after school to do their homework with us because their parents didn't speak enough English to be able to help them with their homework. I think one of the really cool things about attending a Jesuit college has been that I have a major, I'm an accounting major, and so naturally you would go and learn the business side of things at another school, and maybe that would be the extent of everything. But the whole student-athlete experience here is rooted in those Jesuit values and being men and women for others and helping others in your everyday life while you go and achieve your own success. So the whole greatness meets goodness thing has been really evident while I've been here, and to go about your day and do what you need to do, but also look out for others and pay it forward if you can. So 2 very important Jesuit values are magis and cura personalis. Magis is kind of more, it's excellence with integrity. So everything you do, strive to be better and look out for all of those around you. The Moyne Athletic Department really drives both of those points home inside the L program, and they're 2 things we talk about a lot. You really want to look out for your teammates, whether that be on the field or just the people you're working with, whoever is around you, because if you can contribute to that and help them better themselves, when you say you're only strong as your weakest link, it's going to really help build those things up, and you don't really know what people are going through at any given time, so you just kind of choose to exert that kindness and help them, then it'll be better for the whole organization. If I could describe myself in one word, I think it'd be invigorated. I like to add excitement to whatever it is I do. Other people are usually most successful when they're excited about something or like there's positive energy. So maybe adding a little spark to whatever it is I'm doing will translate to the next person, and together we can make something successful. My driving force will always be my family and the people around me, whether that be teammates, professors, but two people who have really played an instrumental role in all the things that I've done would be my mom and my twin brother, Matt. Matt and I grew up super competitive, whether it be sports or academics, and my mom, who is there when I need to check my ego or when I need a little extra support or whatever it be, that extra love and support is always there, and she is always a phone call away no matter what I need. My plans after graduation are actually I'll be here for one more semester to finish out my MBA. Right now I plan to sit for my CPA, and then after that hopefully move to a big city, whether it be New York City or out to California, somewhere big, and travel. I think my message to the senior class would be that I came here looking to play some innings on a softball field, but I realized that my greatest victories will never be the ones that my teams got on the field. It'll be like the people that I met here, the experiences that I've had, and I can't wait to see all the different things that our class is bound to achieve, because there's so much potential in all of us that are graduating. I'd really like to reiterate how thankful I am for my experience at Le Moyne and how stepping onto the heights has really prepared me to go off in any direction and hopefully be successful wherever that next step is.
Good morning again, and welcome once more to the 68th annual commencement here at Le Moyne College. You know, as we said, you're seeing a lot of umbrellas and raincoats today. It's just sort of the way it goes, but we are really, really excited and proud that we have over 745 students receiving their diplomas. That's an amazing number. It's the most ever here at Le Moyne, and it's worth noting that this ceremony marks the culmination of the student experience here at Le Moyne, and for many of them, kind of the end of their formal educational experience. Of course, many are going off to graduate and other advanced degrees, but for many, this is the crowning glory, and it represents a lot of hard work and determination to get here and earn their diploma. Once again, my name's RJ Raposa. I'm the Associate Director of Career Advising here at Le Moyne College.
I'm Kenny Copps, a 2011 graduate here on the Heights, and excited to have it outdoors for the 8th year in a row. This is really the first time that Mother Nature's playing a significant role in terms of rain.
Right.
We've been really lucky in the past, and we hope that this will all pass through by the time the speakers start speaking and the graduates start walking.
Absolutely. Today is the undergraduate ceremony. The graduate program had their commencement ceremony on Friday evening. They had their ceremony there in the Athletic Center over next to where we are today. 313 students received master's degrees in all sorts of programs, and it's one of the steadily growing areas here at Le Moyne.
In addition to the 313 students who received their graduate degrees the other night, we have 745 undergraduate students who are taking part in today's ceremony. When these commencements started taking so long, RJ, they decided to separate the commencements. It would take quite a long time for nearly 1,000, or this year it would have been close to 1,100 candidates to receive their degrees in just one afternoon. And the graduate students now have their own ceremony, deservedly so, and their celebration helped them differentiate their accomplishments.
Right, that the graduate school experience is different than the undergraduates have. There's a lot of things remain the same in terms of the advantages of a small liberal arts education, like small class sizes. There's lots of opportunities available, and they really have had a personalized education. Someone that has gone to a giant university has never had that kind of experience where the professors know your name. You can connect with opportunities that may be outside of, even outsized for an undergraduate. There's undergraduate research, which is amazing. That they have experiences that they work with all across the country and right here on campus when they do research.
Speaking from my own personal experience, could not agree more. For the 5th straight year, RJ, Le Moyne's ranked among the top 15% of colleges in the nation by the Princeton Review. And just some other accolades for the college this year. For the 26th consecutive year, Lemoyne's been included in the popular U.S. News and World Report guidebook. It ranked Lemoyne number 17 in the North category of regional universities, number 6 in its great schools, great prices listing, ranked 8th in its best colleges for veterans. So plenty of accolades, in the top 10 and 15% of those. Additionally, the Information Systems program here at Lemoyne was ranked 18th in the nation by the U.S. News and World Report.
That's true, Kenny. And, it's amazing because for a school our size to have these kinds of accolades really speaks to the quality of the academic experience that the students are having here, but also those rankings go beyond just the academics. They go beyond all of that into thinking about broadly what the student experience is like, student life, the other supports that are available to them on campus. And it really positions us as a school of distinction. And I'm really proud to work here, and I'm sure you're really, of course, a proud graduate. When I was saying, in addition to the academic experiences, many people don't realize how many clubs and organizations are here on campus providing opportunities. There's music and fine arts. In fact, 2 of our student groups are performing the vocal and instrumental music today. And there's plays that are both formally produced, student written. That program over in the Visual and Performing Arts is just growing and growing, including the Arts Management program, where the kids are getting experience with how to keep an arts organization thriving in a competitive market. So there's just so much here for students to take advantage of, and this class certainly has.
And in addition to all of those wonderful things, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention some of the athletic achievements during the 2017-18 school year. Most notably, of the 745 students receiving their degrees today, a few of them will not be there to receive them because they're part of the women's lacrosse team, which is competing for its first ever national championship at noon today, taking on Florida Southern down in Tampa. Hopefully it's a little warmer, a little drier down there. They had no matter what happens today, an outstanding season, record-setting 21-1's their record going into the final.
Amazing.
They beat Regis University 18-1 in the national semifinals on Friday. An outstanding year for that program. Men's lacrosse and baseball in the spring both received at-large berths to the NCAA tournament. Men's basketball back over the winter hosted the conference tournament for the second straight year, won the conference tournament, hosted the NCAA East Regional, won that, advanced to their first ever Elite Eight in program history. So a fairly well-decorated athletics year on the Heights.
Absolutely, absolutely. So just to give you an idea of where we are here, the students are still making their way down to their seats. I see last year's student speaker, Kayla Burt, there was just on camera. They're making their way and getting settled in. They started up on the quad and where they got their robes and made sure everybody was looking good, but then they made their way down the hill here to the commencement site. These students make up just a representative of a growing number of students here on campus.
3,431 to
Absolutely.
be exact. That includes all full and part-time students. If I recall, it was around 2,500 or so when I graduated here. That was just 7 years ago, so nearly 1,000 more. It just shows you how well Lemoyne is doing and continues to grow. And especially when you turn back the clock to the first ever graduating class back in 1951, when there were just 977 students, all of whom, of course, were male, well before the college went co-ed.
Yeah, not only were they all male, they were all from pretty much right here.
Yeah.
They represented 2 states total, and now there's students here from all across the country, and in fact, all over the world are here. In addition to the students, of course, we also have college administrators, local dignitaries, and of course the faculty that are participating in today. Later we're going to be hearing from the speaker, who's just an amazing woman. She founded, she's the pro-literacy founder. When she started, it was Literacy Volunteers, and she They combined with another international literacy organization, and she's a 101 years old.
Incredible.
We're pretty sure that she is the oldest commencement speaker in the country. So it's amazing. She still volunteers to this day with her organization. She's going to be receiving an honorary degree from us today and giving an address. Also, we're going to have 2 other honorary degrees given today. One to Orrin Lyons, who's an amazingly energetic and passionate activist for Indigenous and environmental justice, as well as Sean Kirst, who is a talented and award-winning journalist and author.
Yeah, it was a big loss when Sean moved out to the Buffalo area a couple years ago. Always enjoyed and still enjoy reading his stuff, but it was just great to open up the Sunday paper and see his columns and his writing in
Absolutely.
there. And RJ, we could probably do a whole broadcast just on our speaker, Ruth Johnson Colvin, alone.
Absolutely.
With all of the accolades and accomplishments that she has accumulated over her life. Born during the First World War, December 16th, 1916 in Chicago. She has a local connection here, earned a Bachelor of Science degree in business from SU in 1959. And she has just gone on and on from there. She was in the Syracuse area in the early 1960s. She found out that Syracuse had more than 11,000 people who were functionally illiterate, and she took steps to combat this. And one thing led to another. Volunteer work locally, internationally, even to this day. It's just incredible.
It is. It's amazing what she's been able to achieve as a woman, kind of pioneering in so many different ways. I'm from the Finger Lakes area, where the Women's Hall of Fame is in Seneca Falls, New York, and I was lucky to be there the year that she was inducted to that institution, and she spoke passionately about not only her work here in the States, but then it was very eye-opening for her when she went over to Africa and firsthand experienced the illiteracy and the lack of education that people are receiving over there. So now there's, under the corporate or the organization that she co-founded, there's 100,000 volunteers, and again, incredibly so, at 101, Ruth herself is still volunteering in the U.S. and abroad.
Inducted into the National Women's Hall of Fame in 1993.
Yes.
In 2006, she received the Presidential Medal of Freedom from President George W. Bush. Just another token to honor her life's work. She's a published author, 9 books to her name. She's raked in more than 30 awards and honors for all of her efforts. She received, I believe it's 7 honorary doctorate degrees, so she has quite the trophy cabinet.
I know, just like you were saying, we could do a whole broadcast just on Ruth Colvin, but getting back to the specifics of our ceremony here, up on the dais, once that fills out, is along with Ms. Colvin will be other dignitaries, and our speaker, Alexis Eastman. She was selected by the senior class, as well as the college, to serve as the senior speaker, which is a very prestigious role.
It sure is. Very competitive, too. I tried to do that in my senior year and didn't make the cut.
Didn't get selected.
But here I am now,
so
I guess the joke's on them.
Absolutely. Like Alexis said, she's from Endwell, New York, and she was an accounting major here. It's one of our most robust programs. She's really made her mark at Le Moyne in many ways, but a lot of people know her as a member of the softball team for 4 years. She was active in mission trips throughout the country and really around the world, as well as having amazing internships at AXA and Pyramid Management Group. You could go on and on about her accomplishments. The students should be really proud to have her as their speaker.
Looking forward to hear what she has to say later on this morning.
Absolutely.
For the procession of the students and the faculty, they'll be led by college dignitaries and administrators who will sit up on the dais. The Grand Marshal of this year's ceremony is Dr. Ron Wright. We'd like to wish him a very happy retirement. He has served for 41 years as a professor of business here at Le Moyne. So, Dr. Wright, well done, and enjoy your well-deserved retirement. Following them are going to be all the students. They've spent the last few years writing papers, doing labs, participating in clubs, activities both on campus and off, and working to plan for their futures. I'm sure you've encountered more than a few of them yourself, RJ.
I have. We've seen a lot of seniors in the last couple months and the last couple weeks just kind of fine-tuning their plan. We're really proud that upwards of over 90% of the students have an actual job or graduate school opportunity that they're looking for, and that number rises even more when we look at 6 months out. So following the faculty, or following the students will be the faculty, and they're all wearing their academic regalia. I love reading about the regalia and the tradition of that, and all the different styles of robes, the different hoods they call them. You see them there with the yellow and green. But then now, if you look at the other faculty members that are processing right now, the colors of the robes mean certain academic programs in certain colleges, and those stripes on the arms mean other things. There's styles of mortar boards and caps, and that all comes from the 12th century tradition. It kind of adds to the pomp and circumstance of the whole thing. I've always loved a commencement, even on a day like today when we're experiencing some inclement conditions. It's still such an amazing and beautiful experience for students.
It sure is. It's like equal parts a fashion show and a sports all-star team.
Absolutely.
Leading the faculty this year in the procession is Dr. Mary Zampini. She is a Robert E. O'Brien Society of Jesus Service Award winner. She's part of our Department of Foreign Languages and Literatures. After the faculty comes the administration. They're responsible for day-to-day operations, keeping the college open for business. Among them are other members of the faculty who have been awarded for honors for their service, advising, mentoring, and more.
Absolutely. We're also really proud to have the members of the class of 1968 here. It's a wonderful tradition, I think, that Moyne has to have their 50th reunions coincide with commencement, so that those folks can experience, kind of relive their day, but then also kind of send these students on their way. I'm sure, though, that they're just amazed at how much Moyne has changed. There were whole buildings that weren't here, much less programs and other things. That's probably hard for them to even imagine. Yesterday, I was interacting with a couple of them as they were walking around, and even the building that I work in, Riley Hall, it wasn't even here. It was a patch of grass. They were talking about a couple of them had memories of playing some kind of informal sports stuff right on where it was, and as well as sledding down the hill that's right next to our building. So
that's always fun.
Absolutely.
And those are being led today by Dr. John Langdon, professor in the history department, one of my favorites. So he was a dual major in communications and history, did a great John F. Kennedy impression, probably still does, probably won't hear it today, but if you run into him, ask him about it. He was last year's commencement speaker, and he is married to one of those aforementioned 1968 Moyne graduates.
Absolutely. I'm sure his wife is enjoying that day. I see President Lemures making her way up to the dais. Leading the students and dignitaries up onto that dais is Dr. Josefa Alvarez, who he received the Reverend Richard M. McKeon Society of Justice Scholar of the Year Award. So, advising is, and their scholarly work is still a big part of a professor's life here on campus, and they write books, and they contribute to journals and just the overall academic life. I would like to also say that leading the dignitaries is Dr. Devin Keeney, who is the Louis D. DeGennaro PhD undergraduate mentor award and professor of biological sciences.
And on a campus of good and nice people, he is one of the nicest people you will encounter. Always will say hello and have something to talk to you about. Always fun to run into him.
That's fantastic to hear. It looks like we're almost assembled here up on the dais.
Welcome to our guests and to the families of our graduates, and congratulations to the class of 2018. A few moments ago, honorary degree candidate Orrin Lyons told us that in the custom of the Onondaga people, one should never curse the rain. I'm afraid it was too late for me to hear that advice. But not too late for the rest of us. And so in the spirit of the Onondagans, let us give thanks for the nurture of the earth and make the best of this situation, realizing that the real beauty of this day lies in the achievements and in the hearts of our graduating students. That aside, as provost, I declare the 68th commencement of Moyne College to be in session. I ask everyone to stand or remain standing as the chamber singers lead us in the singing of the national anthem. Will all gentlemen please remove your caps and direct your attention to the flag located to the left of the stage, and then kindly remain standing for the invocation to follow.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Sister Ann Kenyon, OSF Campus Minister, will now lead us in the invocation.
Let us pray. Good and loving Creator, we celebrate our graduates and their accomplishments today. And as we do this, we acknowledge your presence among us. We give you thanks for all those who have assisted them in any way, for their families and friends, whose constant love, support, and sacrifice have helped sustain and form them, for the faculty, staff, and administrators of Moyne College, who in the Jesuit tradition have challenged and inspired them to learn, to love, and to serve. For the Golden Jubilee class of 1968, who have demonstrated in countless ways the lived expression of the ideals held so dear to Moyne. And especially for our deceased classmate, Kirsten Zacher. May we always remember the gift of her life and ours, and the impact that she had on us and all those she touched. We ask your blessing on these graduates. As they journey forward, we pray that you help them to remember that your love and presence will always accompany them. Wherever they go, we pray that the class of 2018 will always feel the embrace of our love and support, and that they will use that realization to do good in your name. Amen.
Thank you, Sister Ann. Please be seated. Before we go further, I would like to make you aware that the ceremony is being simulcast in the Athletic Center to my right if at some point you need to move indoors. We are joined today by members of the class of 1968 wearing green robes with gold tassels to mark their golden jubilee. As I call your name, I ask each member of the class to rise. Please hold your applause until all of these great alumni are recognized. Nancy Arthur, Margaret Breen, Thomas Burgess, James Campbell, Diane Ireland Carmody, Richard Carroll, Charles Suringione, Martin Clark, John Kovaleski, Anne Fahey Curtin, Daniel Curtin, Richard Dedell, S. Earl Eichelberger, John Fizette, Jean Maloney Galvin, George Jessian, Andrew J. Kane, Linda Connor Kane, John Kaloje, George Kunkel, Kathleen Kunkel, Janice Kurkowski-Langdon, Edward Luce, Patricia O'Connor Marston, Grace McKenna Mawson, Robert Mawson, Mary Beth Matthey, Carol Ebelair Mulcahy, Robert Nicholson, Ellen Kavanaugh O'Connor, Richard Ranful, Carol Redden, Michael Savage, J. Michael Shaughnessy, Martin Traynor, James Ubelacker, Margaret Lindquist Waite, and Donald Wainheimer. Congratulations to the class of 1968. We are delighted to have you with us today. It is indeed an honor to recognize our faculty, who are extraordinary teachers, dedicated scholars, and wonderful colleagues. Our students' success reflects their tireless efforts. Will the Moyne College faculty please stand and be recognized? It is now my great privilege to introduce the president of Moyne College, Dr. Linda Lemira.
Thank you, Provost Marina. Welcome to our honored guests, Mr. Sean Kirst, Mr. Orrin Lyons, and Ms. Ruth Colvin. Welcome to the chairperson of our Board of Trustees, Dr. Robert Turner, and to all our trustees, regents, and alumni. Welcome to our distinguished faculty and staff. Welcome to the Golden Alumni, class of 1968. And I welcome the family and friends of our graduates, and of course, a very warm welcome to the class of 2018. Yeah, that's right. This is a particularly special graduation for me. In July 2014, I became president of Moyne College. 2 short months later, the class of 2018, all of you joined me on campus. We've traveled through these 4 years together. I will never forget you. I want to say so much about you, about your exceptional scholarship, about your triumphs on our playing fields, about the way in which you've stood up and spoken out against injustice, about how hard you've worked, and about how you've cared for your family and your friends. As much as I want to say, and believe me, there's a lot I could say, I think I will leave you with just one thought. But first, how many of you brought your cell phones with you? Lift them up. Lift them up. Don't you love these things? I do. Go ahead, take a picture. Take a picture. I know you want to. Go ahead, take a picture. I'll take a selfie with you. All right, now, put them away. Put them down. That phone, all the miracles it represents, has its limits. A Moyne College graduate will never accept the virtual as a replacement for the real. Never accept a tweet as a replacement for a conversation. I want you to stay connected, not just to us here on the Heights. I want you to stay connected to everyone, to everything that surrounds you, even the rain. I began this year by hosting a panel on civil discourse. We brought in local politicians with different political views and asked them to model productive conversation and share their expertise on respectful dialogue. St. Ignatius, founder of the Jesuits, believed that the way we speak to each other matters and that conversation is an art. It is a turning towards the other person that changes us. Dialogue and engagement are themes we've continued throughout the year in classrooms, labs, the chapel, the library, residence halls, and athletic fields. In the coming years, you will become teachers, physicians, authors, entrepreneurs, and my advice to you is to honor all that you've learned here on the Heights. Do not become indifferent to the people around you. Seek out diverse ideas and perspectives. Build relationships. Or as our commencement speaker, Ruth Colvin, might say, collect people the way others collect stamps or coins. And you know how to do this. Relationships are what shaped your time here at Moyne. From your exceptional professors who taught you how to formulate and share your opinion, to mentors who guided you through obstacles, to your friends and classmates who you fought and reconciled with, who you laughed and bonded with. Moyne has prepared you for the difficult conversations and challenging times ahead. We've equipped you with the knowledge and skills to not just be successful, but to transform our world. I have no doubt that you will. Of course, none of that will happen if you don't remember to take a risk a conversation, but speak your mind with kindness and love. Occasionally, put down the phone. I am so proud of this class, so proud to be the one handing you your diploma. Good luck, class of 2018, my class, and may God bless you. I love you.
Thank you, Dr. Lemura, for never failing to inspire us. It is now my pleasure to introduce the representative of the class of 2018 chosen to address you, a truly remarkable young woman who has certainly left her mark on our college. She is completing her 5-year MBA BS program and will be earning both degrees this fall semester. I give you Miss Alexis Eastman.
Good morning, friends, families, faculty, and staff. My name is Alexis Eastman. For the past 4 years, I have studied accounting and played softball here at Moyne. Congratulations to my fellow classmates. While there is no crystal ball of what's next to come, I know that we will all knock it out of the park. 4 years ago, I arrived at Moyne, lacing up my cleats to take the softball field. I had finally reached my goal of playing a collegiate sport. So as I hugged my parents goodbye, I assure you I had no idea all the things that this particular playing field would hold. Your playing field may not have been a softball field, but a biology lab, or maybe a stage in the pack. This playing field was new to all of us. We all wanted to hit the ground running. We all wanted to achieve greatness. The first few weeks at Moyne reminded us that nothing great ever came without a few bumps in the road. I vividly remember trying to do my laundry and not being able to figure out this simple machine with just 3 buttons. Forget greatness, I couldn't even clean my own clothes. I began to wonder if I could ever make it here at Moyne. Standing here today, I know that I could not have been more wrong in that moment. Freshman year, we met our respective playing fields with a tenacious drive for greatness. Once we got here, however, Lemoyne challenged us to re-amend how we define greatness. Lemoyne's motto, "Greatness meets goodness," can be found all throughout campus. Our professors, coaches, classmates, and friends confronted us with the reality that greatness cannot be truly achieved without integrity, or simply put, goodness. A Jesuit tradition has played an unwavering role in overcoming the obstacles many of us face as we work towards actualizing our goals. This Jesuit tradition reminds us that success is only real when achieved using the foundation of an unwavering value system. This goodness was acutely present in everyday life here at Lemoyne. Goodness at Lemoyne is dedicated coaches, professors who stay well past their office hours, classmates who send you their notes, strangers who hold the door, campus ministry tirelessly planning meaningful service trips, and so much more. Even a warm smile from a fellow Finn met our drive with this catalyst of goodness. This may be a small school, but Lemoyne will always be an immense place in all of our lives. This tight-knit community at this cozy Jesuit school has introduced us to some of the most unique individuals and our lifelong best friends. We have shared laughs in the calf over one of Earl's omelets, Dave's sandwiches, or an every so often quesadilla day. Together, we have struggled through the challenges of registration, the housing lottery, and trying to find a place to park that would not result in a $20 ticket. I gave up on that last one a while ago, so I'm sorry for all those charges on your credit cards, Mom and Dad. For 4 years, we have braved Syracuse winters to make our way to Mully's on Saturday nights, or wherever else your Saturday night may have taken you. Together, we have made Lemoyne our home, a place that we cannot wait to return to see all of our people. These people, the ones sitting next to us right now, will forever be entangled in each of our stories. We are amongst our next doctors, our lawyers, the next CEOs of Fortune 500 companies, and so much more. Our friends, families, faculty, and staff are what differentiate Lemoyne from every other school. It is what has prepared us to go off and take our next steps, in whatever direction that may be. This college is about so much more than just the four walls of a classroom. There's a quote by George Saunders in which he says, "Do all the other things, the ambitious things. Travel, get rich, get famous, innovate, lead, fall in love, make and lose fortunes. But as you do, to the extent that you can, err into the direction of kindness." This complements what Lemoyne has strived to instill in us throughout our time here. It is the motto, "Greatness meets goodness." Think about all the potential sitting around us at this very moment. When we engage this potential with the values our Jesuit education has armed us with, the possibilities that our futures hold have no limits. So whether you're off to the professional world or going for higher education, know just how strong a foundation the degrees we are about to receive have given us. We are ready for this next step, no matter how frightening it may seem right now. Each day holds more possibilities than any of us could imagine. Think about all the places you have been and all the people you have met since stepping foot onto the heights. As you venture from Lemoyne onto your next playing field, just remember this quote by Babe Ruth: "Never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game." So, as we sit here in the bottom of the ninth, savoring our last few moments on this playing field, I would just like to thank you for the best 4 years. I hope you go out and live every day like it is Dolphy Day. Cheers.
Thank you, Alexis. Mr. and Mrs. Eastman and Matthew, I know you're out there somewhere. Thank you for sharing the gift of your daughter with us. We now proceed to the conferring of honorary degrees. These degrees are awarded to persons deserving of recognition by virtue of their scholarly distinction, noteworthy public service, or other outstanding contributions. By their accomplishments, they bring distinction to the college and serve as role models for you, our graduates. Will the honorary degree candidates please rise? President Lemura, I am pleased to present to you the candidates for the degree Doctor of Humane Letters.
By virtue of the power vested in me by the trustees of Moyne College and by the regents of the state of New York, I am happy to confer the honorary degrees Doctor of Humane Letters.
Please be seated. We will now proceed to the presentation of diplomas and hoods to each of the honorary degree recipients. So at this time, I invite Dr. Ann Ryan, Professor of English, to come forward to read the degree citation for Mr. Sean Kirst. Will President Imura and Mr. Kirst please rise?
For many New Yorkers, anything north of White Plains is a no man's land. A spot on a map poised above the famed metropolis, filled with snow and rain, flannel, apples, and decent cheese. When they describe upstate, it's usually in relationship to some other destination. Ask them about Syracuse, and they say that we're 4.5 hours from New York City, 4 hours from Montreal, 4 hours from Toronto, 5 hours from Boston, if you don't count the ticket you'll get on the Mass Pike. As accurate as these estimates may be, they're also a little embarrassing. What city or town wants to be known by how long it takes to get somewhere else? It's like being popular for having a pretty sister or a next-door neighbor with a swimming pool. Sean Kirst, native of Dunkirk, educated in Fredonia University, a journalist in Syracuse, Rochester, and Buffalo, draws the map of upstate New York with sharper, finer tools. Sean is one of our own. In his 40-year career as a professional writer, Sean Kirst has revealed to the world the beauty of upstate, the nobility of the people who live here, and the power of their stories. As a reporter, Sean has attended his fair share of glittering events, written about star athletes and coaches, political luminaries and artists. Sean has been inspired by the quotidian heroics that make a city like Syracuse run. Those are the stories that really interest him. He has written about the stalwart souls who teach our children, plow our streets, walk a beat in the night, or drive a bus in the morning. People like his own parents, Jean and James. Among the many awards Sean Kirst has earned, including the New York State Associated Press Award for column writing, the U.S. Department of Justice Award for sensitivity to victims of violent crime, one in particular stands out, the Ernie Pyle Award for human interest writing. Like Ernie Pyle, Sean seeks out the front lines and stands there alongside his readers, his neighbors, and friends as they work and struggle, persevere, often without acclaim or reward. For these unsung citizens, Sean Kirst has been their poet, and they have been his muse. Like Mark Twain, Ida B. Wells, Stephen Crane, John Steinbeck, E.B. White, a few of the many American writers who crafted their prose in the pressure cooker of a daily newspaper, Sean Kirst takes what's transitory, a random shooting on a street corner, a home run on a baseball field, the closing of a toll booth, and he discovers the truths that are profound and lasting. In The Death of a Salesman, Arthur Miller describes his iconic character, quote, "Willie Loman never made a lot of money. His name was never in the paper, but he's a human being, so attention must be paid." This, finally, is the great service Sean Kirst has performed for us. More than just putting our names in his columns, he's seen in all the triumphs and sorrows that too often go unseen our humanity, and he's woven that humanity into the stories he's told. In other words, he's paid attention. In his book, The Soul of Central New York, Sean thanks his readers for the privilege of being their narrator, and he points to the loyalty and trust they've given him. Today, we return those thanks. For 40 years, Sean Kirst has been our literary cartographer. He's shown to the world what's lyrical, what's enduring, what's powerful and poignant, what is central to and in Central New York. Sean Kirst put us on the map. With deep appreciation for his contribution to the world of journalism and the arts, for his dedication to the citizens of upstate New York, Moyne College is honored to bestow upon Sean Kirst the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa.
Thank you, Dr. Ryan. Following the good example of our neighbors at Syracuse University, we honor the Onondaga Nation, the indigenous people on whose land Moyne College stands. At this time, I invite Father David McCallum of the Society of Jesus, Vice President of Mission Integration and Development, to come forward to read the degree citation for Mr. Orrin Lyons. I ask President Lemura and Mr. Lyons to please rise.
Orrin Lyons' belief in our responsibility to one another and to the earth of which we are a part occupies the center of his life. A student of the world and a man proud of his Haudenosaunee heritage, Orrin was taught to consider carefully how his actions would impact others a full 7 generations into the future. He takes seriously the duty bestowed upon him by his ancestors to act responsibly on behalf of the people who will occupy the planet hundreds of years from now. He has traveled the globe on behalf of Mother Earth, communicating to all who need to hear how humans have impacted upon the environment and how endangered our shared home is. As he has said, all things are bound together. All things connect. Whatever befalls the earth befalls the children of the earth. As the faith keeper of the Turtle Clan of the Onondaga Nation, Orrin has used his thoughtful, powerful voice to serve as an advocate on behalf of the Haudenosaunee people and has represented them in numerous worldwide forums. In 1977, he attended a critical United Nations meeting in Geneva, Switzerland, where he and other indigenous leaders spoke eloquently about the need of Native people, climate change, and sustainable development. Their work was preserved for history in the book Basic Call to Consciousness. Orrin went on to address the General Assembly of the United Nations as it launched the International Year of the World's Indigenous People, and to lead a delegation of Native American leaders to meet with President George H.W. Bush at the White House. Decades of tireless work bore fruit in 2007 when the members of that body passed the Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples. The Haudenosaunee continue to advance this work today, and the influence they have had on Central New York and the nation is remarkable. They established a democratic government that inspired the Founding Fathers in drafting the Constitution, advocated on behalf of women's rights, and shared with the world the game of lacrosse. Orrin himself has a fascinating and varied life story. As a young man, he served in the U.S. Army. He went on to study fine arts at Syracuse University, where he was named an All-American lacrosse player. After his graduation, he spent several years as a commercial artist in New York City before returning home at the request of the clan mothers, represented here by Frida Jacques, to be raised as a faith keeper in the Turtle Clan. Since that time, Orrin has remained a clear and respected voice for Haudenosaunee and Indigenous peoples around the world. In addition to his work as a faith keeper, he is a caring, dedicated teacher, having served as a faculty member in the Department of American Studies at the State University of New York at Buffalo for more than 35 years. The accolades that Orrin has earned for his work as an environmentalist, ambassador, educator, artist, and athlete are many and very well deserved. They include an honorary doctorate of law from his alma mater, the Ellis Island Medal of Honor, the National Audubon Society's Audubon Medal, the Earth Day International Award of the United Nations, and the Elder and Wiser Award of Rosa Parks Institute for Human Rights. In 1993, he was accepted into the National Lacrosse Hall of Fame. Oren accepts this most recent award on behalf of all the Haudenosaunee people. With profound gratitude and deep appreciation for his wisdom, leadership, and commitment to preserving our mother, the earth, for future generations, Moyne College is honored to present to Oren Lyons the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa.
Thank you, Father McCallum. May I now invite Dr. Kate Costello-Sullivan, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences and Professor of English, to come forward to read the degree citation for Miss Ruth Johnson Colvin. I ask President Lemura and Miss Colvin to please rise.
Reading has the power to transport us to far-flung places, to introduce us to novel ideas, and to impact our lives concretely. The written word inspires creativity, deflects loneliness, and preserves memories. In short, it connects us to one another. Nonetheless, nearly 800 million people around the world struggle to read and write. For nearly 60 years, these individuals have enjoyed no greater ally than Ruth Johnson Colvin. As the founder of Literacy Volunteers Incorporated, now Pro-Literacy Worldwide, Ruth has dedicated herself to combating illiteracy across the globe, beginning in her adopted home of Syracuse. When asked why she has chosen to take on this challenging work, Ruth has a simple yet profound answer at the ready. I can't believe in a life without reading. The seed for pro-literacy was first planted in 1962. On one day that year, Ruth opened her local newspaper and was startled to read that approximately 11,000 of her neighbors in the city of Syracuse were functionally illiterate. She immediately wondered, who were these people? Why couldn't they read? And what could she do to help? After inviting community leaders to her home to discuss the issue, Ruth founded Literacy Volunteers Incorporated. She focused her energy on building community networks to empower adult learners and on developing tutor training programs and materials. Ruth personally visited more than 60 nations to promote literacy training and wrote several books on the subject, including Tutor and I Speak English. In 2002, Literacy Volunteers of America merged with Lawback Literacy International to form Pro-Literacy Worldwide. Today, Pro-Literacy supports 1,000 member programs in the US and 25 countries worldwide that provide adult literacy instruction. In the decades since she began this important work, Ruth has discovered that you do not need great wealth in order to effect great change. After all, in the early years, Literacy Volunteers was housed in Ruth's living room, and a broken refrigerator doubled as the organization's bookcase. You simply need to meet a need with passion and an open mind. It is also helpful, Ruth discovered, to have faith and family to guide you. She acknowledges being particularly blessed in this respect, having shared much of her life with her husband of 73 years, the late Robert Colvin, their children, Terry and Lindy, and their grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Dedicated, tenacious, and energetic at the age of 101, Ruth believes that a life well lived is one in which physical, emotional, and spiritual health are prioritized. She continues to serve as a lifetime member of the Board of Directors of Pro-Literacy and is an honorary member of the Board of Directors of Literacy New York. A native of Chicago, Illinois, Ruth earned an associate's degree of business from Thornton Junior College in Harvey, Illinois, and attended Moser Business College and Northwestern University, both also in Illinois. She later received a bachelor's degree of business from Syracuse University. Ruth is the recipient of 7 honorary degrees, soon to be 8, and has been recognized for her life's work with numerous awards, including the Women's Day National Award, the Rotarian International Harris Award, and the nation's highest civilian honor, the Presidential Medal of Freedom. In 1993, she was inducted into the National Women's Hall of Fame. Philosopher and author Thomas Carlyle wrote, "All that mankind has done, thought, gained, or been is lying as in magic preservation in the pages of books." With profound appreciation for a life committed to aiding others in exploring new worlds through the written word, Moyne College is proud to present to Ruth Johnson Colvin the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa.
Thank you, Dr. Costello-Sullivan. Please join me in congratulating all of our honorary degree recipients once again. Dr. Lemira, Dr. Turner, please rise for a photo. It is now my great honor to introduce our commencement speaker for this year, Dr. Ruth Johnson Colvin.
This is my advice to you. Read it. You can't read it? Yes, I'm putting you in the shoes of a non-reader. Frustrating, isn't it? But there's a joy in reading something you couldn't read before, and I'm going to give you this joy. But you've got to know the code. What is the letter that follows the letter in the alphabet? What follows a K? D. Z. Q. M, H, M, F. Read it. Louder. Learning. Keep on learning. That's my passion, teaching adults to read, write, speak, and understand English. But I had to keep learning to do that. Count your blessings, for you can read. And remember, there are thousands right here in Onondaga County who can't read or speak well enough to get by. Look back to your freshman days, just 4 years ago. You've come a long way, and you've learned a lot. But are you going to stop learning? I hope not. You've completed your bachelor's degree, a big step forward. Congratulations to each one of you. But what comes next? Now look ahead. Now some of you will live as long as I have, 101. That means that you have 70 to 80 years ahead of you to learn. It's lifelong learning, I'll tell you. And there are many ways of learning. Challenging new job, graduate study, reading, research, travel, learning from others. Also, finding a life partner, starting a family. To get ahead, sometimes you have to take actually calculated risks, for that's part of learning. I've done that right along, but unless you take some risks, you're never going to get ahead. But keep looking for your passion. Yes, I am 100 years old, but 100 is only a number. It's what you do with your number that counts. I just happen to have a bigger number than you do. I'm often asked, what is my secret to longevity, to a national program, to a happy life? I have no secret. But what have I learned? In looking back over my long life, I've found that God works in mysterious ways, planting seeds within our lives to prepare us for future ventures. Doors often open wide and you go in and do something good. But very often they're slammed in your face. I've had doors slammed in my face. I've had many rejections. But I've learned that out of those mistakes, you keep learning more. Long before your time, there was a song that was very popular. It was called 3 Little Words. And those words were, I love you. Well, my husband and I were old romantics, and we loved that song, I love you. But now I found that there are many 3 little words that have touched my life. God is love. Don't give up. The right thing. Live life fully. Learn from mistakes. You'll find your own 3 little words that help you right through life. I've chosen to keep a balanced life, but each of my balances has 3 little words. So there are 4 things in my life that I balance that helps you get to 101. Physical is first of all. Never stop moving. I exercise every day. I go to the gym twice a week. I play golf and I swim. And people say, isn't it nice you like to exercise? Who said I like to? I do it because it's a quality of life that I must have. The second one is mental. An open mind. You notice my 3-letter words. Open mind. Listen seriously to others. Ask questions. Use stimulating conversations and discussions. Search for the truth, but always with an open mind. Remember, as long as you live, it can be lifelong learning. The third one is emotional. A positive attitude. That's love, trust, and all those good things. I've gone through the deepest grief, losing my husband, and I've had many rejections. We all have ups and downs, but it's how you look at it. And I've decided to look at it with a positive attitude. And the fourth is spiritual. Help one another. My faith in God is strong, but I have respect for everybody who worships the Almighty in different ways. I look for the similarities, not the differences. Well, with the 70 to 80 years ahead of you graduates, and you parents, you have 40 to 50 years ahead of you. Remember those 3 little words. Never stop moving, an open mind, a positive attitude, and help one another. You can make a difference, for you are the future leaders of the world. You have seeds of greatness within you. Nourish them by what should you do to keep nourishing them? Keep on what? Learning. Keep on learning. Thank you and congratulations. I want all of you to beat my record of 101. That's your goal.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you. Dr. Colvin, I'm sure we will never forget those words of wisdom. We now proceed to the conferral of bachelor's degrees in course. Will the candidates for all baccalaureate degrees please rise? President Lemura, on behalf of the faculty of the college, I am pleased to present these candidates hereafter to be named or whose names appear in the list of graduates who, having completed all requirements, I certify are eligible for the following degrees: Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science.
By virtue of the power vested in me by the trustees of Moyne College and by the regents of the state of New York, I am pleased to confer degrees upon the candidates hereafter to be named or whose names appear in the list of graduates and declare them Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science.
I invite you now to move your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left, signifying completion of your bachelor's degree. Please be seated. At this time, I ask Dr. Matthew Fee, Director of the Integral Honors Program, to come to the podium to read the names of those recipients of bachelor's degrees with integral honors, which is the highest academic distinction Moyne College confers. Integral honors is earned through participation in an intensive 4-year program of study. The title of each student's senior honors project is listed in your commencement program. Will the integral honors candidates please rise and come forward to receive your degrees? And may I ask that all of us hold our applause until all graduates have received their diplomas.
Grace Alicia Babcock, magna cum laude. Emily L. Brown. Gabrielle Elizabeth Bruscia, magna cum laude. Amanda G. Camilleri, magna cum laude. Martha Alicia Campos. Jeanette Maria Cudney, cum laude. Ella Jane DeGiovanni, magna cum laude. Kaylin Erin Foodie, summa cum laude. Alexander Guilford Onyx Beatty LeBlond, summa cum laude. Alexander is being congratulated by his mother, Dr. Teresa Beatty, faculty in the chemistry department. Ashley M. Loven, summa cum laude. Emily Ray Murdoch, cum laude. Alice Olom. Jessica J. Rundell, magna cum laude. Dominic Peter Giuliano IV, cum laude. Veronica Elizabeth Oncono, cum laude. Carly M. Volk, cum laude.
Please join me in congratulating the integral honors recipients of the class of 2018. Before we proceed further into the program, it is my sacred duty to call the name of a student of nursing from the class of 2018 who should have been with us today, but who left our college and our world much too soon. It is right that we remember and honor posthumously Kirsten Lee Zacher with her degree, as she certainly touched our lives while she walked among us. Accepting Kirsten's diploma on her behalf is her father, Mr. Kevin Zacher. So now we will continue with the conferral of bachelor's degrees, beginning with candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences, whose names will be read by Dr. Kathleen Costello-Sullivan, Dean of Arts and Sciences.
Veronica Adjapoma. Safa Basim Al-Qurashi. Brianna Anderson, summa cum laude. Arsen G. Bagirian. Michaela Rochelle Barada. Cody Allen Barnes. Anna Maria Bianco, cum laude. Caroline Mia Biltucci. Megan Marie Blair. Rochelle Denise Brusso. Alyssa Genevieve Brown, magna cum laude. Cynthia M. Buscemi, cum laude. Emily Catherine Canarelli, magna cum laude. Lindsay Marie Cannon. Michelle D. Capling, summa cum laude. Hannah E. Carroll. Mackenzie Erin Carroll, cum laude. Stephen J. Casement, summa cum laude. Melissa Chavez. Emily E. Christopher, cum laude. Megan M. Colabufo, magna cum laude. Kaylee Ann Coleman. Madeline Hayes Contaguglia. Megan E. Costello, summa cum laude. Patrick John Coltree. Selena M. Craw. Rachel Marie Crumley, summa cum laude. Lauren Catrona. Azure Thea Daly. Michael T. DeBatis. Hannah E. Delude, cum laude. Ibrahima Diallo. Randy Diaz. Hallam Patrick Thomas Doney, cum laude. Maddie J. Donzo. Elizabeth Hope Duffy. Claire Eilish Dwyer. Alexis Leanne Earl, cum laude. Isaiah Boyette Eisendorf. Carolee M. Emmy, cum laude. Jocelyn Stella Evener. Audrey Marie Flynn. Erin C. Fail. Margaret K. Fiacci, magna cum laude. Mary Kate Fitzgerald. Hannah Marissa Frank. Hannah is being congratulated by her mother, Judy Frank, from Accounts Payable. Jenna Noel Garlick. Stephen Matthew Geringer. Elizabeth A. Gettings. Elizabeth. Connor Riley Gilgallen. Mark Andrew Gilmeister, cum laude. Christopher John Gilmore. Michael S. Glennon. Michael is being congratulated by his father, Fred Glennon, faculty in the Religious Studies Department. Irina Gorbachevska, cum laude. Ashley Ann Goyko, cum laude. Richard John Granado, Jr. Jasmine Lanique Green. Alex R. Griffin. Nathan Thomas Grome. Theodore Gross, cum laude. Rosanna Grillon. Emma Marie Gutches, cum laude. Noah Matthew Hall. Rebecca Lynn Hall, magna cum laude. Lucas John Hanna. Lucas is being congratulated by his father, Joe Hanna, from the athletics department. Monica Ann Hansen, magna cum laude. Gabrielle Ann Huneman. Nicholas Hinkleman. Connor D. Holliday. Philip Howell. John Francis Hurley. Shannon Rose Isles. Haley Rose Iverson. Robert Daniel Jeffrey. Nicholas C. Jones. Brian Charles Jordan. Daniel D. Klager. Carrie Elizabeth Kelly. Connor Michael Kettle. Rachel E. Kahn. Noelle Marie Kilius. Noelle is being congratulated by her father, Paul Kilius, from Physical Plans. Kashari Karaka. Alexander Francis Conzalawa. Catherine R. Keebler, cum laude. Kayla Marie Kuntz. Luke David Lamon. John G. Lara. Isabel Carmela Lash Quinn. Farouk Latifovich, magna cum laude. Zachary Leader, cum laude. Heather Sue Leek. Fahimi C. Legitime. Caitlin Ann Lesson. Caitlin is being congratulated by her mother, Lisa Lesson from Advancement. Emily Marie Lewis. Brittany Erin Liddy. Casey Taylor Lind, cum laude. Molly Mae Malone. Michaela Jane Mancini, magna cum laude. Amelia Rose Mapstone, magna cum laude. Kevin M. Martinez. Carlina S. Manzi, cum laude. Lauren Ashley Mays, magna cum laude. Connor William McCabe, summa cum laude. Connor has been commissioned as a second lieutenant in the United States Army. Carly M. McCarthy. Maura Gilbert McCarty. Jessica R. McCormick. Ashling Nora McDermott. Samantha Marie McDermott, summa cum laude. James R. McDonough. Medea E.S. McDonald. Madia E.S. McDonald. Amari J. McFadden, cum laude. Stacy N. McFadden. Tyler Dean McIntosh. Kelsey N. McLean. Carly E. McMichael, magna cum laude. James S. McNichol. Colton M. Menig, cum laude. Zachary R. Merwin. Sean Michael Meyer. Jade Marie Miori, summa cum laude. Carissa M. Mitchell. Seth James Montpelier, cum laude. Shannon Elizabeth Morrissey, summa cum laude. Malik Mohsin Mozeb, summa cum laude. Mackenzie Marie Muller. Timothy P. Murphy, summa cum laude. Michael J. Mussolino, Jr. Talise D. Norris. Andrew Nunez. Gwendolyn Elizabeth Ober. Justin M. O'Brien, magna cum laude. Kevin Liam O'Connor. Geraldine Affe. Amber Lynn O'Neill. Jessica L. Oot. Carly B. O'Reilly. Matthew Frank Pavis. Jared M. Pace. Kevin Michael Peñalosa. Brittany Marie Parola. Lillian Cruz Fan. Frederick A. Pinkoski. Alexis Lynn Palomino. Rachel Corinne Pullman. Rhea Puka. Osman O. Ramadani. Tina Randup Thompson, magna cum laude. Caitlin Joan Rankin. Juliette Lamia Rauda. Kelsey A. Rich, magna cum laude. Anthony Joseph Richards. John Crawford Ringwood. John is being congratulated by his father, David Ringwood, class of 1984 from the Education Department. Jonathan C. Roberts, summa cum laude. Kelsey Elizabeth Roach, magna cum laude. Taekwon M. Roland. Benjamin Kane Russell. Bradley Marguerite Saburin, cum laude. Matthew A. Salmon. Russell Sangster, cum laude. Well done. Rachel Jana Scalzetti, summa cum laude. Michael J. Schmidt, summa cum laude. Michael Joseph Schmidt. Santina E. Scrimali, summa cum laude. Patience Setan. Kyle J. Shanahan. Alexis E. Shaughnessy, cum laude. Kara A. Sissenstein. Larissa Marie Slater. Brittany Louise Smith. Marissa M. Source, magna cum laude. Ryan T. Springer, cum laude. Amber Lynn Sweeney. Delaney Christine Sweeney, cum laude. Christopher David Thompson. Dakir Thompson. Stephen Andrew Tracy. Colin W. Twomey. Kamayera Nasoko. Rithika A. Vudravel, cum laude. Whitney Ann Valeri. Martina J. Van Noy. Taylor Louise Van Nostrand, magna cum laude. Kendall Sebastian Vecchio. Catherine A. Walsh, summa cum laude. Troy D. Walters. Noah Margaret Watkins. Shanita M. West. Cassidy Rose Williams. Victoria C. Woods. Krista Carol Wright. Gianna L. Yezo. Anna Yavoli.
Congratulations.
We'll now proceed with the Bachelor of Science degrees. Colleen P. Adler, summa cum laude. Ibrahim S. Alamir. Madison M. Allen, cum laude. Kelsey Ruth Alesse, magna cum laude. Nicholas Lee Alice. Ward M. Al-Sarafandi, cum laude. Troy H. Archer. Miranda R. Arneson. Leith I. Ashkar. Ashley M. Atkins, cum laude. Catherine C. Babcock, magna cum laude. Ethan Miller Bailey. Trevor Jack Smith. Brian Paul Bauer. Amika Benoit Limosani. Chandler R. Benson. Claire Young Bouchard. Marissa Jo Brewer. John Francis Busick, summa cum laude. Taylor Anthony Campanaro. Brianne C. Cardillo, summa cum laude. Nicole Alexis Carey. Chloe A. Carver, cum laude. Matthew David Civilette, summa cum laude. Hunter Perry Clark. Margaret Ann Conklin. Kendall M. Corcoran, summa cum laude. Nicholas J. Cox. Michael Anthony Cronin. Alexa Gabrielle Danu. Danielle Nicole DeTellis. Evan W. Davis, cum laude. Miranda Jean Dietz. Maria Ann Delaney. Rachel Marie Delaney. Jessica Marie DeStefano, cum laude. Calvin Brian Dixon, magna cum laude. Lane Robert Dillon. Joseph A. Doolittle. Emily A. Dussing. Allison Egan. Byron J. Evans, magna cum laude. Abigail M. Fallon, summa cum laude. Renee Elizabeth Fensel, magna cum laude. Michael Caesar Ferrari, magna cum laude. Aubrey S. Francher, summa cum laude. Sarah M. Fuller. Sarah Michelle Gaffney, cum laude. Sean Douglas Garbry. Megan M. Gary, cum laude. Kara Alexa Garrison. Samantha R. Gill, cum laude. Rosario Joseph Jufrey, summa cum laude. Christy Susan Golden. Amanda N. Grimmy, cum laude. Kelly Marie Gustafson, summa cum laude. Rania Ali Hamdan, cum laude. Brian Clint Hastings, cum laude. Devin Nicole Haw, cum laude. Kelsey D. Haven. Shania Twyla Hayward, cum laude. Jennifer Lansing Hefty, summa cum laude. Elliot Hernandez. Alan Floyd and Fernie Hill. Caitlin Rose Hill, cum laude. Caitlin is being congratulated by her father, Doug Hill, from Information Technology. Margaret Lee Hilton, cum laude. Autumn Nicole Rose Hogan. David Joseph Hodnowski, cum laude. Irina Kretz. Sabrina Rose Xiang. Thank you. Meg S. Hubrickson, summa cum laude. Jordan Elizabeth Huss. Allison Marie Isles, cum laude. Natalie Paige Kaufman. Saharo Ahmed Khalif. Amanda Catherine Claben, magna cum laude. Lauren S. Click. Catherine E. Knowlton. Grace Sunda Kiduwu. Nicholas A. Labatt. Rebecca L. Laris, cum laude. Robert William Lees, magna cum laude. Courtney Ann Lehman. Stephanie Ann Liberati, magna cum laude. Claire Elizabeth Liberty. Laura Cole Lucido, cum laude. Gabrielle Nicole Lounsbury, cum laude. Lounsbury, cum laude. Lauren Elizabeth Loven. Alexander B. Luisi, summa cum laude. Laura Elizabeth Moth. Caitlin Elizabeth MacArthur, magna cum laude. Erica Ann Mackey. Catherine P. Markstein, summa cum laude. Elena C. Maroney. Lindsay N. Marshall. Emily Elizabeth Martin. Ashley Marie Maxim, summa cum laude. Patrick C. McCormick. Mallory Ann McLean, cum laude. Shelby Rose Merrifield. Justin F. Miller, summa cum laude. Jake A. Mortier. Joseph A. Michella. Kevin Michael Murphy, cum laude. Eamon Naeem, magna cum laude. Callie L. Nebalski. Elise Claire Natoski. Kenneth Nicholas Netto. Kelsey Marie Newberry, cum laude. Dalton W. Nickel. Corey Alana Palmer. Truman Van Patrick. Jacob N. Patterson. Luca Rosario Peligra. Austin Allen Perry, summa cum laude. Jensen Elizabeth Porter. Amanda Nicole Powers, summa cum laude. Brooke Leanne Pufke. Jody John Pulimutil. Andrew M. Rayola, magna cum laude. Erin Kathleen Punch. Jessica L. Rankin, summa cum laude. Jessica C. Reed, magna cum laude. Stephanie C. Reeser, cum laude. Shai Gabriel Ring. Alize A. Robinson. Michaela Ann Rudder, cum laude. Alejandro Angel Sanchez Gonzalez. Joshua Donald Sands, magna cum laude. Melissa A. Schmitz. Hyria Selimovich. McKenna Sesselman, cum laude. Natalie Louise Scroy. Skylar Jane Shed. Jared Prescott Sheldon, magna cum laude. Mary Grace Short. Lucas DeForest Smith. Samantha Mae Smith. Carlene Marie Solomon. Morgan Marie Sotier. Molly Catherine Spinnick, cum laude. Ashley L. Spinner. Isabella Bailey Sturley. Isabella is being congratulated by her father, Jeff Sturley, faculty in the Education Department. Emily Marion Thatcher, summa cum laude. Michaela E. Tobias. Connor Treglia. Nathaniel J. Van Doren. Fernanda Paula Vergara. Sean Nicholas Virginia, cum laude. Casey A. Vornfett. Rebecca A. Wallen. Taylor Jane Walsh. Rachel Jean Marie Walters. Rachel is being congratulated by her mother, Shelley Walters, from Information Technology. Courtney Lynn Webster, magna cum laude. Lily H.M. Whalen. Isabel Dagmar Whitehead. Claire I. Williams, cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Wilson, cum laude. Megan Page Worth, cum laude. Francine E. Yanchik, cum laude. Jamie Lynn Fiddler Young, summa cum laude. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Costello-Sullivan. I now invite Mr. James Joseph, Dean of the Madden School of Business, to read the names of the graduates from the Madden School.
Evan Glenn Alexander. Caitlin E. Allen, summa cum laude.
Here she comes.
Kayla Elizabeth Allen. Nicholas Robert Ally. Cindy Alvarez. Alexander J. Amend, summa cum laude. Ashley Nicole Amode, cum laude. Christina Laradana Anastas. Tess Olivia Andrews. Agnes Malian Iombi. Alessandra Madeline Armstrong. Kyle A. Arsenault. Erica Ann Asimone. John D. Bacon, summa cum laude. Donovan R. Baird, cum laude. Alyssa J. Baker, summa cum laude. Jennifer E. Barilla. Luke Patrick Bartkowski, cum laude. Jason Delmer Barton. Shania Renee Barton. Elizabeth E. Beardsley. Benjamin John Burry. Yosef Amrad McCullough. Sean Michael Beanie, cum laude. Alexis Marie Benenk, cum laude. Allison Kate Bergman, cum laude. Michael Sheldon Burnett. Michaela Elaine Betts. Akash A. Bott. Anthony Spencer Brock. Connor G. Busella. Alma Budovic. Nicholas J. Calaprico. Luke A. Caruso. Julia Anna Catalano. Peter J. Catalano. Eddie James Cedeno. Thanya Celestin. Nicole E. Cerrone. Tyree Donald Chambers, cum laude. Brian P. Chambrone, cum laude. Samantha Rose Chula. Jonathan R. Clark. Logan S. Clark. Kirsten L. Colgrove. Madison A. Collar, cum laude. Matthew Douglas Comanzo. Brandy Marie Condon. Casey Lynn Converse, cum laude. Emily J. Cook. Timothy L. Carapi, cum laude. Megan Catherine Corona. Brian J. Cox. Alyssa P. Crane. Corey L. Karen, summa cum laude. Megan Joy Daigle, magna cum laude. James Martin Damon. Nathaniel Jeremiah Davidson. Abashmati Deodat. Bailey Elizabeth Desjardins. Megan B. DeMarco. Emily L. DeBello. Joanna Helen Dobrowski. Kevin P. Donnelly. James Barry Dravik II, cum laude. Peoni Duong. Danica M. Dordins. Andrew T. Jerzinski. Alexis Ann Eastman, cum laude. Hannah Emily Anger. Jacob Ricardo Eno, magna cum laude. Brendan Charles Entenman. Kimberly Lynn Epting, cum laude. Caitlin M. Iwanachek. Joseph R. Falsi Atano III. Brielle Virginia Filch. Zachary Joseph Fratiani, magna cum laude. Caitlin M. Geisha. Sam Sullivan Ganji, magna cum laude. Matthew R. Garone. Lauren Rose Ginocchetti. Megan Grace Grimmick, cum laude. Andrew John Gurka. Margaret Ann Hall. Kimberly Renee Horner. Chase W. Hornstein. Zachary Michael Hughes, cum laude. Caleb C. Humbert. Tanner P. Highland. Samuel Kelsey Johnson, magna cum laude. Emily L. Goldasek. Daniel Richard Grayton. Mary Catherine Ilardi, cum laude. James Vincent Johnson, Jr. Eric M. Kelly. Gregory A. Kelly, summa cum laude. Justin Lee Kesselring. Jason Keys. Leanne Marie Lambert, cum laude. Sumyin Lau. Alexis T. Klein. Heather N. Lee. Elizabeth A. Lashik. Maggie Lynn Liberetti. Courtney P. Lynn. Michael L. A. Liss. Hoa D. Liu. Megan Ann McLaughlin. John Thomas Marchane. Thomas Peter Marola. Daniel J. Marcella. Derek R. Matina, summa cum laude. Hannah Rose May. Travis Joseph May. John P. McCabe. Riley Christian McGuigan. Austin M. McIntosh, cum laude. Dylan J. McNamara. Demetrius I. McNeil. Demetrius is being congratulated by trustee and mentor Robert Reclitus, class of 1975. Owen T. McVeigh. Daniel Jacob Mead. Shelby Rose Mead, magna cum laude. Brandon J. Melfi, magna cum laude. Adrian Mesa Duell. Deja J. Metcalf. Sarah E. Malidi. Victoria Rose Mondi. Cheyenne R. Moran, cum laude. Lauren Mackenzie Morelli, cum laude.
Congratulations.
Jack H. Morgan. Jacob P. Morgan. James Thomas Morgan. Kayla A. Morgan. Bud R. Morris. Lucas James Morrissey. Megan Ann Molpagano, cum laude. Alexis Luis Morocco. Christopher Ryan Murphy. Robert Frank Newfang III. Larissa Lynn Nicholson. Sierra N. Nieves. Hoda Nu, cum laude. Jordan Bryn Osborne. Marcelo Palucci, magna cum laude. Bumi S. Parek. John Charles Parsons, cum laude. Amanda J. Paventi. Amanda Lou Pacella. Thomas H. Peterson, cum laude. Evan M. Pfeiffer, cum laude. Veronica Emily Phillips, cum laude. Keisha Pierce. Nathan Michael Piston. John E. Pittman. Corinne Daniela Poitevien. Stephen Anthony Procopio III, magna cum laude. John Edward Regis. Devin T. Reed. Bam E. Rayom. Adam Edward Resitardis, cum laude. John W. Rice. Harrison P. Richer. Katrina L. Rigby. Leah Elizabeth Riley. David G. Rendoni. Brian Patrick Ritchie, cum laude. Kevin James Roquefort. Ralph J. Romano. Jillian M. Roop, magna cum laude. Mariana M. Rose. Lydia R. Rugeberg. Colin Troy Ruggiero. Taylor A. Ruggiero. Kaylee Nicole Ryan, cum laude. Sarah E. Ryle, magna cum laude. Michael J. Sacco II. Bianca Joanna Sackett. Emily M. Salamone. Seth Terrence Scarano. Brian Michael Schenk, magna cum laude. Maria Rose Chalais, cum laude. Jenna Christine Shelton. Madeline Rose Sherman. Jake David Shiraki. Kevin E. Sorotnik. Peter A. Skomsky. Kenneth Thomas Slack. Jesse E. Slate. Kelsey M. Smith. Michael Patrick Smith, cum laude. Simon Gerard Spangler, summa cum laude. Mark L. Stolneck, summa cum laude. Savannah M. Stevens, cum laude. Alec H. Stoynoff. Matthew G. Strope. Amanda Marie Sullivan, summa cum laude. Callista Morgan Sutton, cum laude. Abby K. Swears. Victoria Ann Talbot. Benjamin Gordon Taylor. David M. Terrell II. Maximilian Rutnick Tessitore. Brittany Marie Thacher. Daniel J. Thomas. Ryan M. Tolpa. Sarah Ann Toohey. Jacob Anthony Turk. Ashley Taylor Van Patten, cum laude. Ronald L. Van Dyke. Franklin R. Velasquez. Michael A. Visco. Zane A. Visram, cum laude. Jonah P. Vogt. Deanna Sue Warner. Noah M. Whalen, magna cum laude. Noah has been commissioned as a second lieutenant in the United States Army. Gregory Patrick White. Kara Lynn White, cum laude. Bailey A. Wilkinson. Heather N. Williams. Maggie J. Williams, cum laude. Alexander M. Winans. Joseph Michael Winsman, summa cum laude. Sean James Wynn. Karen Yu, cum laude. Erica Ray Zimmerman, cum laude.
Thank you, Dean Joseph. I invite Dr. Margaret Wells, Dean of the Purcell School of Professional Studies, to read the names of the graduates of the Purcell School.
Megan L. Andre, magna cum laude. Stephanie T. Becker. Alexandra F. Beebe. Jessica Ann Berger. Elise R. Bouchard. Hannah J. Brannigan. Emily Briggs, cum laude. Grace Ann D'Agostino, cum laude. Athena G. D'Amico. Mia Josephine DeVito Zatina, cum laude. Julie Kristen DeSanto, cum laude. Molly Kathleen Earl, cum laude. Caitlin M. Edwards. Hannah E. Flattery, cum laude. Angela Marie Fertecci, magna cum laude. Julia Marie Heberger, cum laude. Katrina Marie Hogan. Cassandra Lynn Horridge, summa cum laude. Hannah Howard. Catherine Jeanette Hillier Morshauser, cum laude. Alyssa Ann Naylor, cum laude. Alyssa is being congratulated by her father, Patrick Naylor, Lemoyne Security. Robert Cesario Palucci II. Brittany N. Pettarelli. Brittany is being congratulated by her father, Mark Pettarelli, Lemoyne Security. Rachel Ann Phillips, magna cum laude. Grace M. Powers, cum laude. Isabella Gloria Posella, cum laude. Shannon Larkin Reynolds. Alyssa M. Robertson, cum laude. Shay L. Shelby, summa cum laude. Lauren Elizabeth Sessler, magna cum laude. Catherine Rose Shea. Shelby N. Sheehan, magna cum laude. Sydney Marie Silva. Natasha Elizabeth Silkin. Chevelle Grace Nujenko. Edwin J. Tobin III, cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Tokars, cum laude. Amber L. Tohors, cum laude. Julia Tomorowska, magna cum laude. Jacqueline J. Turner. Alexandra Olivia Vendetti. Natasha May Wallovan, cum laude. Brittany E. Widrick, summa cum laude. Lindsay Elaine Wright. Sarah Teresa Yale, cum laude.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Lemoyne College class of 2018. It is now my pleasure to introduce Mr. John Cook, Esquire, class of 1995, and president of the Alumni Association Board, to say a few words to our newest alumni.
As the president of the Moyne College Alumni Association, it is my distinct honor to congratulate and welcome you as the newest members of this prestigious group. A little more than 4 years ago, you chose to become a part of the Moyne family. Today, you join more than 26,000 graduates who extend the Moyne network across all 50 states and to more than 30 foreign countries. As you graduate and leave the Heights to begin the next stage of your lives, please keep in touch with the college and attend our alumni events across the country. Become a regular visitor to the college website and utilize our many social networks. And give back to current or future students by sharing your wisdom and experience through mentoring. On behalf of the Moyne College Alumni Association, I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors, and I look forward to seeing you at alumni events and when you return to the Heights in future years.
Thank you, Mr. Cook. Before we conclude, I would like to thank our extraordinary staff who helped to make these commencement ceremonies a great success. Following this ceremony, we ask that our guests remain in their places until the platform party, the faculty, and all of the graduates have left the commencement site. Graduates, you may pick up your actual diplomas in the Drescher Community Room in the chapel until 1 o'clock this afternoon. Faculty, administrators, and Dr. Lemura will be joining graduates with weather permitting on the quad in front of Green Hall for photos. At this time, I ask everyone to please rise. Our benediction will be offered by the Reverend Donald Kirby of the Society of Jesus, Superior of the Moyne Jesuit Community. Following the benediction, the Moyne College Chamber Singers will lead us in the singing of the Alma Mater.
Let us pray. Lord our God, awed by the mysteries of creation, the prophets, and the words and deeds of Jesus, your Son, we dare to believe that your Spirit is the source and origin of everything. Your Spirit is love. We therefore dare to cry out, Lord, send out your Spirit and renew the face of the earth. And because you are the same God of the Exodus who called Moses to free the slaves, we dare to ask you to bless and inspire these graduates. Goad them to dream ambitious dreams. Remind them who they are and whose they are. Men and women called to be compassionate agents of social change. We dare to cry out, Lord, send out your Spirit and renew the face of the earth. Inspire these graduates to become liberators like Ruth Colvin. Motivate them to catch the fire that strengthens Oren Lyons. Bless others with the gift to communicate as Sean Kirst has. Watch over and protect the graduates' families and friends, Moyne's faculty and administration, and our benefactors. And especially bless the class of 1968, who by their lives have demonstrated that they have agreed to be carriers of the fires of your love and courage. We ask your blessing through your Son, our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
From loyal hearts our child.
The 68th commencement of Moyne College is now concluded. Go forth and change the world as you have learned to do. Place love above all things, for that is the Jesuit way. And whenever you find yourselves at the crossroads of greatness and goodness, remember your days on the heights and know that you are always welcome here. May God bless each and every one of you today and every day. Amen.
Well, there you have it, folks. The 68th commencement ceremony for Moyne College is on the record books.
And what a beautiful ceremony it was.
Absolutely.
Mother Nature tried unsuccessfully to dampen the spirits, but it looks like the rain has finally lifted.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a clearing here at the end. We heard just some really amazing and inspirational words from Alexis Eastman, our senior class speaker, talking about her experience here in the Heights, and then, of course, Ruth Johnson Colvin, talking about how she's carried the lessons that she learned here at Moyne out into the world, and then of course Orrin, and it's just wonderful speeches today, and just a great experience overall.
And I'm sure most, if not all, of our graduates today, RJ, would say the same about their 4 years here. And I'm sure they're already looking ahead to what's coming up next, you know, whether it be the workforce, whether it be graduate school. There's numerous prestigious programs from coast to coast of this country and internationally, some wonderful companies. If we had the time to list them all, we would, but you'll be seeing Dolphin alums popping up pretty much anywhere you can think of, and then some.
Absolutely, and the college is doing everything that it can to bring more Dolphins here to campus. Some folks might not know that we have an Upward Bound program that allows us to work with Syracuse City School students to prepare them to graduate from high school and go off to college, not just here, but all across the country. And we also are hoping to attract lots more students with our Promise New York program, which is a pretty phenomenal and unique career readiness and scholarship program that allows students to have some financial support to come here, but then also provides them with some guarantees of experiences that they'll have while they're here, so that they can leave ready for the workforce or ready for grad school or whatever the future might hold for them.
The graduating class from 2 years ago, 98% of the 2016 alums have reported employment in a sector that's related to their major, their field of study, or been admitted to a graduate school to pursue that line of study within a year of graduation.
That's fantastic. You know, as a member of the Career Advising and Development Office, I just couldn't be prouder that we are all working together to prepare such amazing graduates to be able to add so much to the world.
As St. Ignatius of Loyola himself said, go forth and set the world on fire. I think this class will do that and then some.
Absolutely, and I think that's probably a great way to end it. It's been a great experience today broadcasting, and we look forward to getting the year off next year to a great start, and then we'll be back here again next May, perhaps with a bit more rays of sunshine and less raindrops.
I'll put in an order for that.
Thank you very much. Duly noted.
RJ, it's been a pleasure.
It has been a pleasure, Kenny. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thanks to everybody associated with this amazing 68th annual commencement of Moyne College. To all the students, congratulations. Enjoy the great adventure that is your future.